60s, the 70s, even a few from the 80s.
Love you, baby. You're beautiful.
Well, thank you for that. Join me on FM 101.1 or AM 1160 WCCS, Saturday mornings 9 to noon. We give away lottery tickets, too. The Oldies Attic, where the memories come from the music.
Information presented on this program is believed to be factual and up to date, but we do not guarantee its accuracy, and it should not be regarded as a complete analysis of the subjects discussed. Discussions and answers to questions do not involve the rendering of personalized investment advice, but are limited to the dissemination of general information. A professional advisor should be consulted before implementing any of the options presented. Encompass More Asset Management is registered as an investment advisor with the SEC and only transacts business in states where it is properly registered or is excluded or exempted from registration requirements. Registration with the SEC does not imply a certain level of skill or training. And they are here, Clinton Smith, Galen Bargerstock. Here we go. GCES. Morning, guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's good to have you both with us here today. All right, we hear this term, we're a fiduciary. What is a fiduciary? That's a term that we don't understand. Probably. Well, I shouldn't say we. I should say collectively or singularly. I don't understand it. What is a fiduciary?
So I think that is a really important term that a lot of people don't understand. That's why I wanted to talk about it today. Galen, in his position, does act as a fiduciary, which means what, Galen?
Well, I mean, in the simplest term possible, it's a fiduciary's meaning is just that I have to put your needs above my needs. So whatever is needed for you to accomplish your goals and your life path, that's the appropriate way and direction that we have to go. I can't take it upon myself to figure out what makes me the most money. I have to make you the most money and put myself aside.
So that framework is established by whom?
I guess it's an ethical guideline. I mean, we are regulated to make sure that we're doing everything correct, but it really comes down to the person, I think. You know, you have to, have trust in the person that you're working with, that they are doing the correct things for you. Fiduciaries are people that are regulated, by the securities industry, FINRA. We have testing done to make sure that we are taking the proper steps and documenting everything. Regular insurance license only people, they are not fiduciaries. Mm-hmm. So, and they can give advice on annuities. And one thing that, I encourage people to do when they're buying an annuity is ask if they are a fiduciary before they go into it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Not just anybody can say we're a fiduciary.
I can't even say it. I'm insurance only licensed, so I only have my life, health, and annuity license. And that's really just so I can talk about it when I'm here with you and with Galen places. I'm never the one that's actually going to sit down with people and go over their finances. That's a Galen thing. Yeah. He's securities licensed. He is a huge fiduciary. Yeah.
It's a very weird word.
You gotta get a shirt. Yeah. You gotta get a shirt, Galen. Yeah. Huge fiduciary. Yeah. So that being the fact, as a fiduciary, I'm sure that there are steps that you take with everybody, but then within that, there's also the idea that everybody has a different financial footprint, and so all of those things have their own unique characteristics.
It all kind of falls, well, for me, it falls into place whenever I review somebody, because I always look for the negative aspect of what you have going on as a person. So, I look for the pensions, the Social Security amounts, and then I look for the deficit, the dollar amount that you're missing that you need to make what you're making for the rest of your life. And then that's where I take the savings and the investments and kind of tailor it to what you need to do appropriate to you, not me.
All right. So you have said several times in other visits as well about people and where they want to be and what they're going to need to meet their goals, which is the overall concern that you have for each and every one of the folks who come to you. Help me to understand how people speak with you, and because most people don't have really defined goals when they go in, and you help them to reach that level where they can comfortably say, these are my goals.
Yeah.
How do you go about that?
Oh, geez. I mean, over the years, I've just, I guess, developed a way to speak to people where I sound compassionate, I guess.
After you meet with 1,000 people talking about the same exact thing over and over again, he comes into a bit of a rhythm. But honestly, it's even hard for people to picture or visualize what their retirement is going to look like. So when Galen sits down with someone, he'll break down every place that they have a source of income, figure out how often they're going to get paid, how much they're going to get paid. And then he adds all of those different numbers up to come up with a number of, hey, to retire next month, next year, 5 years from now, you're going to make this much from each of those sources. And he also then adjusts taxes. You know, you're not going to be paying into Social Security. You're going to be drawing from it. I heard him say that 1,000 times, so I know that's exactly what he says. So once he figures all of that out, he comes out with an actual income, kind of like a budget, but it's for the future, where, hey, you're going to make this much from this much from this much from this, and then compare it to what the people are actually making now while they're working. That way they get an understanding of, hey, I can retire and make more money, or, hey, I want to retire and I might make a little bit less money, but this is how I'm going to end up structuring my investments. And that's where people don't really understand what their needs are until Galen goes through all of those things with them and really forecasts out. I mean, even with investments, you can look at your investments and say, hey, I've been making 3% for the last 5 years. I'm going to assume I'm going to make 3% again next year and 3% the year after that. And at that point, I'll have this much money in my account and I'll be able to take so much from it every month.
Yeah.
So it's really comparing what they're going to make in retirement to what they're making now and giving them that visual of what you're actually going to end up with in your pocket to really wrap your head around it.
And obviously, the younger you are and the younger you begin this whole process, the more flexibility you have in adjusting to meet your desires and whatever it is that you set as your goal. So you're going to have a better chance at making your goal by starting earlier in the whole process, whether you're in your 20s or your 30s or your 40s, as opposed to someone in their late 50s, early 60s who's thinking about, okay, here's where I am. I have this much earning potential left in the tank here, and so I need to find ways to squeeze everything in. So the younger you are, the better it is.
The younger you are, the better it is to address it, because that's when you can be more risky, for sure, 100%. I mean, the older you get, it's just human nature. You want to be more conservative because now your nest egg is much larger and you want to protect it. When you're younger, those are actually the people that I can help the most, because I can set you up at the beginning of your career where you should be, teach you a little bit about investing. And that's kind of where my style might be a little bit different from others, because I like explaining how the market works to younger people and older people as well. You know, it doesn't matter to me, but at the end, everybody needs to understand what they're investing in to have, have successful returns.
Yeah.
If you wait until the day of retirement, though, I mean, you kind of are going to get what you can get. Do you know what I mean? There's still stuff we can do for someone that hasn't talked to a financial advisor. If they decide today, I want to retire tomorrow, I'm sick of working, I hate everybody I work with, we can help you. There's just a lot less that we can do. We don't have a lot of time to change the investments and change the structure. We can still help you and still do things to get you on the right track, but it's not a lot of time to change things.
Yeah. It just brings a little more urgency to the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mentioned to you guys that I'm beginning to get all kinds of Medicare mailings every day. There's 6 or 7, it seems.
Yeah.
And that's not an exaggeration. There's 6 or 7 folks from Medicare sending us mail, and it gets to the point where there's so much of it that you say, I can't read all through the stuff and shred. It's not doing them any good. It's not doing me any good. When those mailers start to come, they are obviously alerting you to the fact that you've got some decisions that have to be made. You want to do that in consultation with someone like you, I would assume.
Yeah, I mean, Medicare, I understand the big principles of Medicare. I learned it back in 2007. So, I mean, I do understand how Medicare, it all intertwines for sure, because the better policy that you have, the less expense you're going to have going out the door, which is going to keep that nest egg in your nest egg, not going to medical expenses. The one thing that I would tell you to look out for on Medicare is the first election, no problem. After that, if you're trying to move to another company, you are going to have your health evaluated. So you have to make the correct choice at the beginning out the gate. I put people in touch with people that are professionals. I do have a network of people that do Medicare, and I've sold a few policies, but Medicare, you just need to make sure, especially because that's when you're going to need the most medical care, is that stage of your life.
Yeah, yeah. So those are really important considerations to make.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys you're headed out to Arizona. You're going to make another series of programs, huh?
We are. We actually, so today is the United Ways golf outing. So right after this, I'm going to go over there and set some stuff up, and I'm going to be on a cart today passing out White Claws all day.
You're not going to be swinging the sticks yourself?
Nope. Nope. Not my side of the thing. So I'm more of a cart rider and a White Claw drinker when it comes to golf outings. So we're going to do that. And then tonight we will head out. We are going to record our next 6 episodes in Arizona for our 2 cents for the show that's been airing on WJAC. Yeah.
Terrific. So 6 more programs are coming, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. We don't know what they're going to be about yet, but we'll figure it out on the flight out there. Yeah.
Well, that's okay too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have a good time with that. And for folks who want to really get started on this, and we were talking about younger folks working with you, Galen. It's not that those older folks don't have a lot to gain by working with you as well. So whether you're in your 20s or 30s or your 40s, or you're in your 50s or your 60s, there's some really great benefits from talking to GCES and setting up whatever is left of your work life so that your retirement life is made as easy as it could be.
Yeah, I've never not found something to say to somebody at any age range. There's always something that could be tweaked just a little bit. So any age.
For those folks who do get up there in years a little bit, say mid 40s and onward, on up, probably they don't have everything gathered together that they should, because they've been saving it in tons of different shoe boxes down through the years, and they've got a whole closet full of boxes of papers. Good if they have them all in one place, but at the same time, you want to take the best advantage of those that you can. You just looked at Clint like he doesn't have them all.
No, he does. So, like, hilariously, I have a big Tupperware bin in one of my guest room closets, and I needed to find my military records last week, and Clinton was shocked that I had them in a bin and I knew where they were at.
I thought I lost my baby book and my baby blanket from growing up, and he still has his medical records from 22 years ago
In a bin in the closet. Yeah.
We know you're still you're still sleeping with that baby blanket. All right, guys. Folks want to get in touch with GCES and get started on this. What should they do?
You can give us a call, 724-915-0000. You can check us out online, too, and see all of our past videos of us on here at gces.us. There's also links to our TV show on there, as well as a link to our book, The Story of Carl and Barb. Or you can just stop by our office, 1780 Philadelphia Street.
Did you find your binky?
I did. Yeah, we actually cleaned out our storage room yesterday, and I found it. So I had to call my mom last night and tell her I found my baby book.
There you go.
Yeah.
8:25 in the morning. It's Indiana in the morning on WCCS. Thanks, gentlemen. We
Thank you so
appreciate
much.
it. Boomer Sports next. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com.
This is Boomer Esiason with the Sports Minute, sponsored by Fisher Investments. Today's birthday shout-out goes to Ricky Pearsall Jr. Thank heavens the 49ers' first-round draft pick is around to celebrate his 24th birthday. Just 9 days ago, the rookie wide receiver was shot in the chest during an attempted robbery. Miraculously, the bullet missed Pearsall's vital organs by inches. I'm Boomer Esiason.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our client's portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss. During the Labor Day sale at Mattress Warehouse, uncover incredible savings and experience the luxury of Beauty Rest Black. Save up to $1,200 on Beauty Rest Black adjustable mattress sets, plus free next day delivery and 0% interest financing, only at Mattress Warehouse.
I'm Bob Marcus.
And I'm Brian Nitterheiser.
After an accident, don't risk your future without first calling Marcus and Mack.
When life changes in the blink of an eye, you need aggressive and experienced representation.
That's where Marcus and Mack can help.
The consultation is free, and we have 5 convenient offices, including Indiana.
Marcus and Mack, local care with a national reputation, because we mean business.
Call the Hurt Line or visit us online at marcusandmack.com.
GCES.
Hey, it's Clint and Galen here from GCES. Since 2010, we've been helping families prepare for retirement.
In 2012, we made Indiana, PA our home. It's where we put down roots and grew as part of the community.
We're here to make your retirement planning straightforward and easy.
If you have questions about your future in retirement, we have answers.
You can call us at 724-915-0000 or visit us online at gces.us.
GCES was voted Indiana's best financial planner in 2023.
GCES, turning retirement planning from a chore into something more.
GCES.
Advisory services offered by Encompass More Asset Management, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Registration with the SEC does not imply a certain level of skill or training. GCES earned the rating of the Advisor of the Year on July 26, 2023, based upon voting done from 4/12/2023 through 4/26/2023. The contest was created